Hello, Panthers fans, and let me introduce you to your new wide receiver, Tetairoa McMillan. Tet, how is it feeling so far? I mean, you just walked across the stage, hugged the commissioner, and now you're in the NFL. What's it feel like?
Man, it feels amazing. I'm finally glad that this process is over. I finally figured out what team I get to play for, and I'm gonna be in Charlotte. So, I feel blessed right now.
Dave Canales told reporters tonight that, unless somebody else came and blew them away, they were going to go get their guy, and you were their guy. What does it mean to hear that?
That's a big compliment. I appreciate the whole facility over there in that organization for believing in me, and I got to give credit to Bryce Young, man. He's a Cali kid, and I know he was in there in the GM's ear and in Coach Canales' ear and just telling them to grab me. So shout out to him.
How long have you and Bryce been close?
Actually, I kind of just met him recently, just officially, but I've been playing against him since high school, so I wouldn't call it much battles, but we was on the same field, so we kind of saw each other's talents.
You get to be on the same side now. We saw what Bryce was able to kind of do on the second half of last season, and then we also look at what you did last season. I mean, over 1,300 yards back-to-back years. You had third most in the FBS last year. What do you think you can bring to Bryce Young's game in the Panthers offense?
Oh, man, I think I'll be a perfect complement for that offense. To Bryce Young, I feel like, even though we have never played together, I feel like our Cali chemistry will kick in. And as well as, the receivers. I feel like there's some vets in there and also some young guys that can teach me the way, teach me the ropes as far as what it takes to be successful in this league. And at the end of the day, I know that we have good coaching in the facility to get this team where it needs to be. So, man, I'm looking forward to, stepping foot back in Charlotte and, shoot, man, just putting smiles on everybody's faces.
As you kind of went through this draft process and you talked to different teams, how much did Carolina come up, and did you go back and watch any of that tape when they did?
Yeah, no, I did 30 visits to Carolina. I also did a few Zooms, so they kept contact with me for sure.
How much do you know about just Bryce Young beyond what you've done when you've met him and playing against him in high school? Did you watch any of him last year?
Shoot, I wasn't fortunate to watch him much, but I know at the end of the season, he finally got his groove back, started playing like his normal self, and just really got his swag back. And I think a lot of it has to do with Andy Dalton and just kind of just lead him along. And man, I think this upcoming year is Bryce's year to explode, and I'm just glad that I get to be a part of it.
We know you were a Hawaii native, went to high school in California. Have you ever had Carolina barbecue?
You know what? I never have, and I'm looking forward to it. I heard the barbecue is real good out there, and man, y'all got to put me on, so I'm ready.
We can't wait to have you there. First team All-American, now number 8 overall pick for the Carolina Panthers. Thanks so much. Welcome to the Carolinas.
Oh, thank you so much.